Hello and welcome to Sobricks. I'm Adam and this is Sobricks. This is my channel for reviewing Lego sets and building them and other Lego related stuff. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Lego Speed Champions Ford GT Heritage Edition and Bronco R. This is set number 76905. It has 660 pieces. And I paid $42 for this set. Now this one, like the Dodge Mopar Dragster and the Dodge Challenger set, was another. I actually referenced this Ford set in that Dodge video because that one had the Dragster, which was a really unique shape for me in the Speed Champions line, and this was the other set. These were two sets that I was really looking for. They weren't available on the Lego website anytime I checked, and in fact the Dodge Dragster 2-pack I believe is retired, and this may be going that way as well. This has been sold out at lego.com for a long time. The retail price of this set and that other one were $50. Like I said, I paid $42 for this one. I paid $42 for the other one, which is nice. A lot of pieces, interesting cars, and I'm really excited about this one. I was really excited about the Dragster. I loved it, and I can't wait to put together this Bronco specifically, and the color on this GT Heritage Edition looks really wonderful as well. So do these lights here. So in this video, I'm going to be opening this up, I'm going to be putting it together, and then I'll give my thoughts on it. I will speed the video up while I build these, and then I will slow it back down to give my review. So until then, enjoy. Okay, so that is the Lego Speed Champions Ford GT Heritage Edition and the Bronco R. It's set number 76905. And the first thing I want to say about this is, wow. Wow, wow, wow. I was, when I was building, I was pretty floored by this set. And I can't wait to talk about everything here. But this may be my new favorite Speed Champions set that I've ever built. I thought the McLaren Solus GT set, that dual pack McLaren with the orange one as well, was like maybe the best one. I've liked a lot of other ones. In fact, the recent video I did about the Dodge Challenger and the Dodge Mopar Dragster, I loved. And this may take the top spot for me. This is phenomenal. So I'm going to go through everything about this, and I fear that this video is already too long. But we're going to talk about this. Instruction booklets, those can go away. Pretty normal, pretty awesome. I will talk about the sticker sheets a little bit later. And as usual, the first thing we will take a look at are the minifigures. So the first minifigure I have is this one that was with the Bronco. So this is pretty nice. I'm going to take off the hair just for the video here, so we can see more of her face and more of the detail, or this person's face and this person's detail here. Hairpiece, nice. It's not one of the softer ones. It's one of the harder plastic ones, which is fine. As usual, normal Speed Champions helmet there. So we have a nice printing on this one, and if we can see, there's kind of some good detail up here. It says Bronco. It's got the logo, got the Ford logo. Nice racing suit. Printing in the midsection and printing on the legs. Not crazy detailed on the legs, but still good to see nonetheless. And in some angles of the light, we can really see some of those finer details pop there. No printing on either of the arms. Printing on the back here is also very good. We can see it says the Bronco again, and here it says Sparco, something like that. Very, very fine detail. And as you may have noticed, this head has two expressions, and one of them, the one that I had at the front, you also may have noticed, is got some extra detail here, almost like mud has been splattered up onto this minifigure's face, and that's really nice. I haven't seen that in a Speed Champions set before, and presumably if this person was driving the Bronco and off-roading, they might splash up some mud there. So that is a nice touch. On to the next one. This is the one that was with the Ford GT Heritage Edition. Does have a hairpiece. It's a fine one. Nothing too special. I do want to point out this visor is not the stereotypical just clear visor. It's almost like the translucent black or translucent dark brown there. And if I pop that off, we can see on this driver as well, we get some extra detail on the face that to me almost look like scratches or something else there, which is nice. Ford logo again. colors on this are great. These little two stripes really match the vehicle a lot. No printing on the midsection here and no printing on the legs. This one's a little disappointing for me, especially because the car is so cool that this goes with, and the Bronco one was pretty well done. So I would have liked to see more printing on here, especially on the legs. Go to the back, we get a more prominent Ford logo, and that striping continued there. No alternate face for this one as well. And like always, we get a wrench piece. So with the minifigures out of the way, I would like to talk about the build experience here. And first, I will talk about the Bronco R. Now, I don't know what the R stands for necessarily. This is incredible. I don't think I could be more of a fan of this. I thought I was going to like this set because I wanted, well, I didn't know. I'm not really into trucks. I'm not necessarily into cars, but I love Speed Champions. They keep amazing me. And this one is no different. There's some fantastic techniques in here. It's very different from any other Speed Champion car or vehicle I've built. This thing rules. Like, this is so awesome. And actually, if this set is my favorite Speed Champion set I've built, a big part of that is because of this Bronco here. And so it uses way bigger wheels, not the normal Speed Champions wheels. And I think the rims or like the internal part of the wheel there, that red, is really nice. But I think those are the old Speed Champion ones, so they're a little smaller than the new ones. That's fine. They look great on here. If we look at the whole shaping and the way the color moves here is fantastic. A lot of stuff like this whole piece here was built up on its own. A lot of kind of putting pieces in on the sides, clipping pieces in places where I didn't know what was gonna go there or what was gonna happen, but the way that adds to the detailing and kind of meshes with the stickers and the non-stickered elements is just top notch, and that continues all the way to the back. Every angle is great here. This doesn't have like your normal wheel wells or anything like that, but uses like a cheese wedge. And then this piece on one of those bar with one of I don't know what they're even called, one of these elements on there kind of at an angle that kind of forms this wheel well here is brilliant. Same with the back. Just fantastic all around. Looking at the front, we get some extra detail under here, and again, it's sort of like combining some of the stuff with that are in stickers, because this is a sticker with a piece here. I wasn't familiar with this piece necessarily. It's great. Even the angle at which these are pushed at is really cool. So it's, you build it like that, and then you push this, and it just makes it rounds it out, makes it flow really, really well. Bronco sticker, awesome. The gaps that are in there are brilliant, and this kind of like clear black, really awesome. Sticker here, no problem. Slope on the hood, very great. And one of the things I liked about this, I don't know how many studs wide it is at its widest point, but if you notice, we have a 1 by 2, a 2 by 2, 1 by 2, 2 by 2, 1 by 2. So that is 7 wide here at the front. So it's an odd number wide here right at this hood. So that means we go out to here, that's 9 wide pretty much, which is very rare. I don't see a ton of like odd numbers and stuff when talking about a Lego set and a symmetric one like this. And if you saw my Creator Taxi video, I was really impressed with some 5 wide stuff in there. So this is, if I counted correctly, 9 wide, which is really, really interesting, and I really appreciate that. Coming over to the other side, very similar to the first side. This is now the driver's side here. Again, everything flows brilliantly. The angles of this here is really, really nice. If you can kind of see it, just leans in a little bit, and it follows kind of some of like the roll cage looking pieces up here, and it, oh, let me actually adjust this a little bit just so that looks a little nicer. Yeah, that it looks, this is awesome, and the way this is attached is really cool, using some clips with, these are, you know, slotted into like those 1x2 circular hollow studs. We do have a lot of stickers on here, but that's okay. Some of them are pretty good use. We go to the back. Wow. So you get 2 extra tires and the extra rim, and they fit in there great. I don't feel like they're gonna fall out necessarily, even in like pretty aggressive play. And if they would fall out, I think there's maybe ways to combat that, but they sit in there. It looks great, like at the profile and at the back, and it's just such a nice detail to include. It's one of those things that for me, like, separates a kind of mid set to like a next level great set, and that's awesome. More of these blue here, these blue pieces to kind of create that, I'm just going to call it a basket there at the back to hold those extra wheels. Really, really fantastic. We get some extra like kind of like little side build things here to get the lights, or like, you know, sub kind of constructions there. And that's great. Stickers here, sure. If we look at the top, these are stickers around the edge. That detail is really nice. I would have loved if there was a way to get that kind of one plate wide detail around here with a brick built technique. I'm not sure if there is really, but that looks really cool. And with this all being like the tiles, and this all being tiles and these slopes, that looks great. Transitioning to these studs here and then up towards the roof. We have some stickers here, the Bronco logo, very cool down here, and the 2069, which is also emblazoned on both sides. We can easily, very easily, take off the hood, or the roof, so minifigures can sit in there. And now we can kind of see a little bit of how these side things, that angle is achieved on these panels here, and how they clip in. And it's great. It's really, really well done. And there's no gaps. There's like no gaps at all, which is awesome. And then we can look inside, see a little more detail. That center console is a sticker, steering wheel over here. And then we get these kind of roll bar elements, these extra supports with that blue kind of accented color that is throughout the entire vehicle here. Really terrific. Could fit 2 minifigures in there. I think a lot of, or most Speed Champions car can. Just wow. I was blown away by this. And I would love more Speed Champion sets that are like at this caliber. For me, this is a really top of the line Speed Champion set. We can see the bottom doesn't use a normal chassis. It is quite a bit bigger than a lot of Speed Champions cars or vehicles. This used 3 bags of pieces. Most Speed Champions that I've encountered use like 2. So this one had 3. So this does make up a good chunk of the pieces here, but it is so worth it. This thing is fantastic. Now, I think I've pointed out most of the stickers. We get Ford Performance right here. This is a sticker. Up on top we have them here in the back. So there are quite a few stickers. Now, I don't know why, but for whatever reason, my sticker sheet, these stickers were like difficult to get off. And so if you look really, really closely, you can kind of see something that I'm a little bit bummed about, and I may have to figure out a way to correct it. So here on this corner right there, you see that little bit of white, almost like part of the backing or part of what the sticker sheet was stuck to it a little bit, just right there on that corner. And it happened on a couple other things as well. At the back of this one, right near that top corner, there's a little bit left hanging on. And actually, the one on this side, you can see even more there. A little bit of that white on the extra. So it was almost like these stickers weren't cut all the way or something. And if I grab the sticker sheet, you can actually kind of see where like there is some sticker sheet overlap coming into where the where the stickers are supposed to be, and they would get stuck there, and I kind of had to work to get them up. So we can see some just right here and right here as well. And I don't know what causes that. Here's a pretty noticeable one on the corner of this. There is like a part of what, you know, all this that's left here, all this outline stuff, it's like part of that was stuck underneath the sticker and underneath the color, and it just here we can see it in the corner as well, and in this one. And I haven't encountered that before. It was a bummer because I don't know if the set's retired or if I'm going to be able to get new stickers or anything like that. It made them hard to get off the sticker sheet, and it did leave some kind of visible I would say errors in there, or what's the right word? Well, it just left some like residue almost that is visible to me, and it is a bummer for me personally. It's not terrible. If I hadn't pointed it out, maybe people wouldn't notice. And most of the stickers are okay, even though they all were kind of difficult to get off the sheet. But there are a couple of them that do have that little bit of white sticker sheet backing kind of left on them. And I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because it's an old sticker sheet or whatever. If somebody knows, leave a comment and let me know. But wow, this, besides that, I don't really have any complaints about this. This is fantastic. Just blown away. Really, 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 really good job. And that's not the only vehicle that is in this set. We get the Ford GT Heritage Edition. Now, this is more of your standard Speed Champions type car. We do use the Speed Champions chassis here. It is 8 wide. And if I look at these... And it does use the Speed Champion wheels, which I really love. So there is a lot that's standard here, but there is also some really cool stuff. The way that these are attached and what that does for the shaping from the top-down view, but also on the side there, is really cool using that hinge. However, there's very little gaps in here. There rarely are significant gaps in Speed Champions, occasionally, but sometimes they're intentional, sometimes they're not. Like this doesn't really bother me up at the front there. These are supposed to be there. Same at the back. And so like the angle at which these fold down and then this comes across is all brilliantly done. Flows together really, really well. Same around here. We go to the back, we can see the lights. We do have some sub builds there. How this came together was very nice. We get a sticker here and another sticker here with the GT. Other side pretty much the same. And look at that angle that's on the front of this. When it's all the way down, it's actually very similar to that orange McLaren there. And I believe that one also used like the standard wheel wells back here, and then maybe the different kind of more simple, smaller one, mudguard thing up at the front, and it achieves this really steep angle down here, but it looks great. And I've actually never seen one use like a big sloped piece like this at the front, but it's great. It's really, really low, but it makes it look awesome. It makes it look awesome. Besides these couple stickers back here, these ones down here are stickers, continuing that kind of pattern there. Sticker down here on the bottom, sticker on the side. These are stickers on the front. This side's pretty much the same. Going to the top, this is a sticker, this is a sticker. Print on the windscreen, sticker here and sticker here. Now, this sticker sheet, same set, same box. I think it's likely they were probably produced around the same time if they were kitted together and boxed together. This sticker sheet, flawless. No problem with it whatsoever. I think the color matching on these stickers is pretty darn good. I love the colors of this thing anyway. This blue is just gorgeous to me, and the blue and orange works really, really well. Now, these headlights, not stickers. And I've seen other people talk about this before, but I want to call it out as well, because I made reference to something like this in the Dodge Mopar video I did. These headlights are two pieces. The kind of arch here, or the curved tile, and then the smaller rounded tile. In fact, we get an extra one of those with the printing on there, and then same at the other side. If you notice anything, the one thing that I noticed is that because this is two pieces, the printing on those, like on both pieces actually, but on the inner tile here and the outer one, the printing goes about as close to the edge of the piece as I've ever seen Lego do, like ever. And I'm sure I could be proven wrong on that. Potentially there's some license plates that are printed and some other stuff. But as far as like a couple pieces that are supposed to like flow together and be one, instead of just like making this kind of one piece or whatever, two pieces, and they go really, really close to the edge, which means Lego has the ability in some cases to print virtually all the way to the edge of a piece. And if you had seen my Mopar Dodge Dragster video, I made reference to the fact that on this windscreen, it continues this B design, but it doesn't print right to the edge of this. So there's this big gap part here that it's not a gap, there's plastic there, but the printing doesn't come nearly as close to the edge. And maybe they can't, the way that the studs are supposed to be at the front of this thing. Maybe this isn't the best example. It's just the one I had handy, and the one that I made reference to the fact that they don't ever go right up to the edge of a piece with their printing. And then here I am building this set, and I see those lights, and they look fantastic. They work amazingly well. I wish more Speed Champions used these types of pieces. I wish more prints happened like this that do make use. If it's got to go over multiple pieces, you know, get as close to the edge as you can. Wonderful to me. Like, I think that's terrific. If I look at like a print from an architecture thing, yeah, this print on the top and bottom gets pretty close to the edge. If I look at an extra license plate, yeah, these can get closer to the edge than a lot of things, but I think this is probably the closest I've ever seen, especially on something like this. So I hope Lego's able to do that. I do really, really appreciate it in this set, for example, though. So it was a real pleasure to see that. And this set is just awesome. I couldn't be happier. I've been blown away by Speed Champions before. They've quickly moved up into some of my favorite Lego lines, my favorite things to build, to buy when new ones come out. I'm excited to see what it has to offer. I think they use pieces in the more interesting ways. I think they are great value sets as well, which is, you know, not always the case with Lego products now. And I find that I'm very rarely let down with a Speed Champion set, and this is no different. This blew my expectations out of the water. Just a couple things before we wrap up here. I will show the extra pieces. I've already showed the one extra rounded tile there with the printing on it, and you do get an extra one of those. And I will do this in 2 separate batches here. First, we get all these extra pieces, and here you can see the difference in that the visor I was talking about, which I haven't seen in other Speed Champions sets. So we get 2 different extra visors, an extra of the lacquered silver thing, which are used for like the mirrors or whatever on the edge here, an extra bar element or a couple. Pretty standard for extra pieces. You get a lot of them. Nice. And then we get the extra, like every Speed Champion set, the rims or the hubcap type pieces come in packs that usually have 8 in them. And here we can kind of see the difference between the wheels on the normal Speed Champions wheels for the new ones. That's these ones, and the ones that are on the Bronco I think are the older ones, and so they're a little bit smaller, and you can kind of see that here. So you get a total of 8 of the new ones for the new style and 8 of the ones for the other style. They're slightly different. Each time it's usually like one has more, I don't know, spokes than the other, and you could choose to put whatever one on you want. I just go with the ones that are in the instructions. So we get those as well. I'm so happy I got this set. It retailed for $50. Lego did have it on sale for $40 at a time. I paid $42 for this set, brand new, in the box, and 660 pieces. And one of the best, if not the best, in my opinion, Speed Champion set that I've encountered. I feel like that's just, you can't beat that value. So this is 100%, 3000% A+ for me. Very, very happy with this, and I can't wait to see more Speed Champions and experience more Speed Champions. I don't think I'll be let down. This sets the bar very high, but all of my other sets that even maybe I don't like as much as this are still all very, very good, and I look forward to reviewing those in the future. If you like this video, consider giving it a like, and if you like the videos on my channel, consider subscribing to it so you can stay up to date on all the other Lego content I will be doing in the future, including a bunch more Speed Champions videos. And I am preparing to do a giveaway for this Speed Champions Too Fast, Too Furious Nissan Skyline GTR, Paul Walker's character, Brian O'Connor's car from the movie series. This is an unopened brand new set. I would like to give this set away to someone who watches my channel, and once I get to 100 subscribers, I will send this out to somebody. So subscribe to get a chance for that as well. And until next time, thanks. Bye.